live streaming from Whatnot onto YouTube and just doing some crocheting today. Hi, welcome in. How are you? Good to see you. Just doing some crocheting. Hope you're doing well today. All right. So I'm just hanging out and chatting and just trying to finish up this little project I have right now. I have a couple of projects that I'm trying to finish up. But today I'm finishing this notebook cover that I've been working on for a little while. So this was like a pattern. I have little fuzzies on there. But this is like a V-stitch lace pattern cover. So like if I wanted to take this composition book, I can cover it. But initially I was thinking of folding it, but then it's just too bulky. So then just adding little corner pieces instead. So that's what I'm doing now. Sorry, it's shaking a little bit. Let me put this cord somewhere. Ooh, okay. There's a little shake. There you go. Sounds like it. There you go. Come on. Okay. Yeah, so I have some crochet items and yarn in the listings if you want to see anything, but I'm just really just trying to finish this project. And if you're working on something, you just chat and things like that. And I'm also streaming on YouTube, so I'm going to look at that as well and see what's going on here. Okay. That's funny. Okay. I feel like all right here. Do you have any questions or just want to chat about yarn? So I'm making these little corners that I'm going to just sew on the edge of this notebook cover, and just because I was following a pattern online maybe last month, July, trying to do some type of notebook cover. I had a smaller cover than this notebook, and it was just taking a little longer, but then the pattern had instructions to add fabric on the inside, which is not a bad idea, but at the same time, I was like, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to make it all crochet. But as I said, I wanted to fold the cover so that the edge, for example, if I had a longer, I was thinking to fold it like that to make it like a pocket inside, but it ended up being pretty bulky. But so I'm making these corners. Hello. kind of stick on the edges, and then I was also thinking of using this, the stretchy band, and just to connect the cover like this, to connect the cover to the inside so it doesn't feel loose, because that's what it felt when I tried it. I was like, this is kind of be loose, so either I make like a little strap in the center and maybe just single crochet a string in the middle so that you can put the center in and close it up, but you still have that extra thickness. So the thickness. So I hope your night is doing good. Anyone that's watching right now, and just gonna be working on this if no one is chatting, but that is perfectly fine. I'm just gonna do it for a little bit. Just wanted to jump on to kind of get used to being on live again, and even though sometimes it's just talking to myself, but that's okay. I have some plans to work on, specifically some pumpkins in different sizes for the coming holidays. Let me get these corners here. So I'm making this triangle shape. So every row I would decrease. All right. This is hanging out here. And then this is just something different for me too, but I was thinking to do this pattern in a smaller thread. It's going to take a while, considering that this took a while also. And I was working on something else here with thread, and I feel like I figured it out, and I think I need to make another row. Of course, it's tied up because it's a tiny crochet hook, a little tiny one. Because I feel like, I should have put this in a little baggie or something so it won't get knotted. But it's like a choker necklace with some beads, because I also been collecting some beads from Whatnot shows from bead sellers here, and made this like a choker. It's a little stretchy. It's got some, it's a little loosey, but a little comfortable at least. So then I think I'm gonna finish this row up, and then I have some of those ribbon clips that I think I'll use and just close it like that, or maybe add some, I guess, a single crochet strand, but then I'd have to use another bead that's a little bigger so that the strings can go together, and you can adjust it that way, kind of like one of the bracelets, so we'll see. But I really like these beads, and I've been collecting more beads, just to different sizes to see what I can add. I also have a little bit of some of the seashells. Some of these are kind of loose though, so it's just a learning process. But no, I kind of want to work on this, but I want to finish these little corners here. I'm just trying to unravel myself too, because that's half of the project. It's untangling yourself from yourself. And I have so I added, I think, 15 beads and I only used 11. So, and I stranded them in, and either way, you can strand them in before you start working, or I saw another, like a short video where you just, I guess if the hole is big enough, you can just, put it in and then pull it through. And in this case, I couldn't really do that. Unless this is the wrong size, who knows? That's my second project, but I'm always trying to keep my projects to a minimum, because then I get overwhelmed with things. But I do have plans to make pumpkins and some more of these stockings that I showed in my last show too. I used to make these stockings that were smaller. You take this Fabri-Tac. Like you can put these are like little ornament for Christmas trees. You can put little gifts in there. So these are kind of small, but this is a little bit larger, and I kind of expanded the pattern that I used and to make this one. And this could fit at least a gift card too. I was thinking this would be something to work on. But I like the colors on this, especially because this was a small ball of yarn a scrap ball of yarn that I used up. And I think I used most of it. So I'm happy that that happened. And these are also little scraps of whatever I had left. This one's, the blue and brown is always a scrap. I used to make some hats with this variegated yarn, and I had a little bit left. Let's see. All right. Just trying to, hang out and jump on. I know, like, this weekend looked so busy with just a lot of streams and shows, and there was a junk journal jamboree and crafty hoopla. I don't know. I think that they were planning for the next one, and a lot of crafty sellers. And I was on a train too of crafty people selling supplies and like art, handmade things. So but I've been cutting down on my shows because I don't know, it gets busy at the end of the year, so that's why I don't want to do as much, because you run around all day, and then I was like, I don't want to be in this room by myself, just doing whatever. gonna hang it on the couch and watch some Netflix or something, or look at our phones. Just want to relax, maybe do some more crochet, but offline. Okay, so I just keep decreasing, so it does this like triangle. Did I do that right? What was I doing? Was I doing half double crochets? Was I even doing that here? Or is it just single? See, I don't even know what I'm doing. I think I was just doing single crochet. That's why it's getting so tall. How did I figure that out? See, I'm making up stuff as I go. I think because I was doing this in half double crochet. Weird. This is single crochet. Oh wow. I guess I was working something else in my head. Hi, how are you? It's crafty time. Crochet time. Hope you're doing well today. I just got confused with my project. I just have some of the same things I had in my other show, but I am trying to see what other books I can find. I go to a local thrift store to see what. Sometimes they have books, but I haven't been in a while, so I'm gonna go look over there. I'll finish up putting the order together for tomorrow to send out. And just looking around. So yeah, now I'm doing single crochet. I don't know what happened. I was just talking. Sometimes when I talk, I just kind of lose it. Might lose track of what. I don't know what the pattern is. I'm just kind of like picking it up again. I'm trying to figure out how to be more active online. So not that I have another shop other than Whatnot. So just trying to be more active in different places and share projects. And so I'm going to keep decreasing here until this week. I knotted it. There we go. Get more yarn. Okay, so I think when I get to this next one, I have like 3, so that's like a weird. So I'll just do 2 and 2 together, decrease, and then another one, and that's it. And I already have this tail so that I can sew the corner in, and I have my, because this is the first one I made, and so the top is a little different, but that's okay. I think I made it just a little smaller too, and so I added a row in the bottom. Yeah, and then I added the extra. Then this has a bunch of extra, and I don't need that much. So this one I also don't need as much, so I'll just cut a little bit off. This is the third triangle. Of the sea, because now I have so many kid songs in my head. That's the life of a mom. I have more kid songs in my head than any other songs. And I can never find things that I'm looking for. I had a drawer full of buttons that my son took out, a little drawer, and dumped out the buttons. And now the drawer is gone. So I have a bunch of buttons on the ground. I have some buttons on the ground that have no place. I don't know. So, let's see. Look at my shop. Let's see. In my store, I have, I don't know, I still need to, add a lot more things. And I have a lot of knitting needles, so I'm gonna add some of those in the show here. Okay, inventory. Let's see what I got. There's somewhere. So I'm gonna add more things to my show. I'm sure mostly they're in an active. Oh yeah. Got a lot of things. Got a lot of things have been inactive. All right. I have a lot of more knitting needles, and I do not knit, so I'm trying not to click on the item. Let's see. Man. What did I do? Okay. There we go. I'm don't know. I feel like I don't see too many knitters on on here. I've seen a lot of crochet and amigurumi. 3, 4, 5. So I measured the corner and I counted about how many stitches the length would be. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16. So maybe I should have done 17. And then it would be even, I guess. Because I did 16 last time, and then it gets to that it doesn't turn into like the point and the top. So hello, how are you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Let me know if you have any questions about some of the things I have in my show, or if you need any if you need something that I might have, who knows, regarding crafting. Let's see. So I'm making the last triangle here that I'm putting on this notebook cover. I don't remember if I did foundation stitch for this one, but that was for the necklace. It's interesting how you can do a chain like this and it looks different putting the stitch in than the other way. You do a foundation chain and it's already it'll be already set up for you when you do that. So it doesn't work really well with thread, so that was interesting. I also have some thread. I just trying to save the colors I have. I have some pinks and green thread and some red. I don't see too many colors in the shop sometimes of the crochet thread, like the little small thread like that. Just see white or cream, some red sometimes. Depends. They had some colors but it was very basic black and white and cream and red but they didn't have I have this really neat green. This and this really nice. It's about the color that you see on the screen, so it's really neat. And a blue, yellow. So we'll see what I can make with these. But these look smaller than this. I think this is 30, and then this is 30 yards. I don't know what that is though. It does look thinner, yeah. That's interesting. Oh my goodness, I don't know what I can make with this. They're tiny. Just very quiet over here, except I hear the dryer. Yeah. See. I put that somewhere. I think I put it in my bag. All right. So I have that, and I have some shells that I think I'm gonna make one of these with shells. So that'll be interesting. I have to make it a little bit thicker. Maybe I have to start it like right at the beginning because they're pretty tall. And I have other little shells, so I just found these. These are smaller little shells. And these these shells. We'll see how that works. These don't really have holes, but I guess I could just, yeah, I can go around it. I don't want it to fall. There's some little ones in here too. It's a mix. But it reminds me of high school. And everybody would wear the shell necklaces. We're going to make something like that with these shells. See if that works. But yeah, just figuring out, because I think this is a little too long now, so I can't just like cut it, and I can just, I'd have to do it like this and adjust it, you know. And here I have some like ribbon clip that I'll put. I was thinking of putting these at the end like that and clipping it, but I think it might be too long now, or I can fold it and then clip it to make it a little shorter, because this is a test. That could be. That would be a better idea, I think. I think the beads are in my way. Have some pumpkin. I've been also collecting charms. These are buttons. I don't know what I would do. Ooh, different buttons, but they're plastic. They're plastic. And I did see, I think I saw a video of somebody wearing a necklace that is made out of buttons, and that was really cool. So I was thinking, oh, maybe I can make some. That could be at another time. So I need to find this invisible drawer somewhere. I don't know where it went. Let's put this back. Let's see. Okay. I'm just checking out my YouTubes. I just put a lot of the lives that I do here on stream over there, so eventually I'll do something, right? As I keep saying, eventually I'll make. Video work is hard. It's difficult. And my husband loves to do it. It's a lot of little details. I wish I could be all fancy. Okay, so I think I did 17, so I have 16 now. Okay, because the other ones I made, I have 15 single crochet, and that might have thrown off the numbers, so don't decrease yet. I don't think. It might be better. I'm just trying to like complete this project with my own design. Like finish it off, because the pattern that I was looking at has also fabric. They say sew the fabric in, and I have fabric. I could. I just wanted to do a whole project with crochet for a notebook cover instead of adding fabric. So maybe another day I'll make it with, and it would just be easy to make it with fabric. I don't need a thicker cover like crochet cover. And then thread is thin enough to be lighter, so and I'm happy though that I'm using this one. I have a lot of secondhand yarn, and so this was a whole ball skein of yarn, so this is what's left. So I feel like I can make just like whatever, scrap with whatever's left, and be happy that I used up almost a whole ball or a skein of yarn. So using one of my many yarns. I don't have not too many fancy yarns. Just basic. But I just wanted to be on for a little bit because it's been a while. And it's been busy, but I like watching other streamers instead, so supporting other other people. I don't feel like I have enough things I want to give up either. We'll see. Been collecting things for junk journaling, and now putting more things for buying beads for kind of like make projects that combine beading with crocheting. So we'll see what I can put together. So I have that necklace first, and I don't know how it would look if I make a type of necklace with the regular yarn. So if I did, it would be like 2 rows and that's it. You get this nice like choker. And I guess I can make that with this, with the leftover of this red. I really like this, like a burgundy or no, maroon or crimson red. It's a little like gothic-y. Could be. A lot of people had shows this weekend, so I'm sure everybody's busy. Squeaky. That's what happens sometimes. The hook gets squeaky. Squeaky. Let's see. Okay. All right. So, well, I'm gonna eventually get offline for now. So maybe once I finish this, and I'll be off for the rest of the day. So, because this is not too difficult. This looks like so much longer now with did I count wrong? Oh no. What did I do? Because these are, yeah, I made it a little too long. Okay, let's go back. Then I'll get, let's see, I have to go back a little bit because I have to go all the way to the foundation. Let's see. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16. I don't know. Just having that little extras. I guess I went to 19 or 20. Well, that happens sometimes. I'm talking to myself. Yeah, that's it. It was just 4 extra stitches and I made it like really long. It was really odd. I'll just take it out on this side later. That's the problem sometimes though with crocheting. If you mess up in the beginning, you just gotta go back and start all over. Ugh, that's funny. I mean, luckily it wasn't like a big project. Oh, wow. So I guess now I'm just making this thing. I don't know if I'm going to make another notebook like this because it has to be the same, I guess, size and dimensions, but I guess I can if anyone's interested in that notebook. And I'll make more in different colors. Okay. I think I got it now. Squeaky. Ooh. That was my water. My hand hit the water, the cup. Hello, welcome in. I'm just finishing up a little crochet work here. I do have some things in my auction, and there's a couple of things in Bind now. I just threw some things in there, so if you have any questions, you can let me know. I feel like I see some people online and then, they always go away, but get some phantom people. Get some ghost visiting. So I got this next row, and I feel like I doing good. And I think I have like 2 or 3 more rows, and I'll be done with the triangle here. And then just sew it in the corners, and that'll be it for this notebook that took almost like a month to put together. But that's what happens sometimes. I'm following somebody else's pattern, so it's not really my own. I also didn't want to make a plain notebook, and these stitches are a little bit, I think, constricted. It's not like a lace design, but that was the idea that I had, though. It was more like I wanted to make like a lacy notebook, but I knew with regular acrylic yarn it would be thicker than if I used a thread, but thread would take longer, so I just tried the acrylic. It's still squeaky. Just my hands, that's all. I'm almost done. And this one's an older hook that I have from my hook collection. It's my hook. Squeaky, squeaky, because the yarn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's a decrease, 1 decrease. I think making it 16 helped. Oh no, it's kind of the same. You do 2 and then 1 and then that's it, I guess. I don't need a point. It just needs to be kind of rounded so you can sew around it. Okay, I think that's that for now. I have my 4, and now I'm just going to sew those in. Sitting somewhere else. So All right, 1, 2. So, because I know I need to plan on making little pumpkins because they're quick and inexpensive. No, and I had this last one that I'm sending out tomorrow that I made. I'm going to make some more of these size. They're so cute, and I love orange. I love orange. So that will be coming. I'm bringing some more of those. All right. Thank you for your time, and thank you on YouTube, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm just going to close it out. I don't think there's anyone on that I want to jump to. We'll see. Let me see here. Hello. I'm just finishing up here. I'm going to jump to somebody else, but thanks for stopping in. Gotta see who's on. I'm just doing a little crocheting. That was it. I guess that's it. Let me see. Yeah. I hope you have a good night too. And get some rest as well. I think I'm gonna get ready to go to bed too. Of course. It's gonna jump to somebody here. I'll see you around another time. I'm trying to do more shows. It's usually once or twice a week, possibly on the weekend. So just trying to keep consistent. You know how that is. All right. So I'm just going to jump onto another show. Have a good night.